wanted Anderson to do his whole boxing thing.
We can get that, Moses, if you want.
Yeah?
I said we should do some sparring every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, take it to the gym, have a little exchange blows and everything. Yeah,
I think weight class is roughly equal, so we'll make that work, no problem. I'm super excited. I think this is great. Swedish team on home soil, always a good time. And the fact that Freiburg is playing his old teammates, I think, is amazing. And I really don't think you should underestimate how much the Swedish crowd is going to like Freiburg as well. Individually, just as a brand, I mean, he's a lovable guy. There's no getting around it.
One of the favorite sons, and he's on a primarily Danish team as well. So a little bit of a traitor in a way, but still, I mean, we heard some cheers when he walked out onto the stage and everything like that. So yeah, that's going to be a very fun little revenge story going on, a battle of the old teammates. One of the second player from that vaunted NIP lineup to get dropped from the team. So maybe a little bit of sore emotions, but I think this heroic team is a little bit underrated.
They do have a lot of power in this lineup, and I don't know. I mean, the NIP that we saw, they obviously made it through the playoffs, but there were some bumps in the road. It wasn't all smooth sailing, so I wonder if this is going to work out so easily. I could definitely see 3 maps here. The fact that we have Nuke and Overpass and Train, I mean, this is an interesting map pool as well.
I was gonna say we don't get these 3 maps in a series too frequently. Like this is like all the least favored maps usually.
Yes.
I mean, what an interesting way to start the day. Gonna be very fun. We have the knife round going on right now. Forrest is playing with the camera as usual.
Yeah, that is his thing, isn't it? Nuke, we've seen a lot of Nuke in this tournament, and we've had some great games on it. So I'm kind of excited. It seems like people are scared of Dust 2 for some reason.
Yeah, like no one's really too comfortable with it. And I guess that always kind of happens with a new map coming in. You have like some teams who are just really, really good on it, and then you have to wait a while before other teams are motivated to put in that work. Either way.
Very interesting indeed. Who's your pick for this, Moses? You've got to pick one team.
Oh, that's harsh. I think this is actually super close of a series. I think this could actually go either way. I'm gonna pick NIP just for the love of the home crowd thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that I think it's gonna have like that big of an impact, but I just kind of want to see a Swedish team stay in this arena as long as humanly possible. Which, I mean, oddly enough, would probably just be the semifinals.
It could well be. It's a really rough bracket on this side. You're gonna run into what, either Astralis or MIBR.
Yeah, that's no fun, is it? Although, I mean, to be fair, remember, NIP did win that first DreamHack Malmo, the very first DreamHack Masters event that we had, and that was a miraculous run in and of itself.
Yeah.
That was, I remember that side of the bracket that they were on, every single time they played a series was like, listen, NIP, they've shown good things, it's all well and good, but this is where the buck stops. This is where they're just outmatched way too much. And they just kept winning, so you never know.
You see Heroic in a bit of a huddle here. I am going to have to go for NIP as well. I think Forrest and Rez are going to drag them through this game. I think they're going to be super motivated. And yeah, I think especially Rez is the guy that I'm looking for here. I still think that we've only seen the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this guy. Super young player, a little bit nervous in the beginning. I mean, can you really blame him playing with the likes of Get Right and Forrest? You know that's going to be a little bit of pressure. He's done it for a while now.
Right.
I think this is going to be a big event for him.
Yeah, I really like what we've seen out of Rez in his development. I mean, it's telling as well. Whenever we've talked to the NIP guys, at events, since they picked him up, it's been a while now, but they only have good things to say about Rez. Not only about his abilities, but about how hard he works and how much he improves. And then obviously Get Right and Forrest, always fun. Forrest has been playing well this event. Dennis, I feel like, still hasn't kind of hit that top level, that top gear that he can get to with this NIP roster.
I agree, actually.
And if ever was a time to step up, it would be now. Fist bumps are out. Players are ready. Freeze time counting down. Stockholm, the first quarterfinal begins.
Yeah, let's get this game underway. It's going to be Nuke starting off here, the quarterfinals, and I just can't wait for this to go live. NIP starting on the CT side, Heroic on the T side. But as we know in this version of Nuke, that might not mean everything. Let's see if they can pick up the pistol round here. Already, Forrest, that's the door exploding, and Muddy's gone before the dust even settles, and Rez will take down Freiburg and falling back into safety. Oh no, how does Electro get Dennis killed? There wasn't even any firefight, was there? Forrest, more headshots though. We swiftly just move past that little moment of embarrassment as Forrest just continues hitting headshots left and right. It's 3 of them right now, and he's looking for the last one here. Astillion all alone in a 1 versus 3. No bomb plant, and they've got him blocked in. Forrest goes back for more. He wanted the quad kill, and he'll get it as well.
That's the kind of Forrest you want to see open things up, active on the map, engaged, chasing down kills. He said it in that interview. He said he doesn't want to be an in-game leader. He's just a guy who's always just shot headshots throughout his career. That's what he wants to focus on, and this time you can see him going hunting. A beautiful pistol round for him, and if that gets him started, if that gets him heated up already, Heroic's in for a real tough time. We saw NIP actually, remember, they dominated Ghost Gaming on this map, and Ghost, we saw the very next day, no slouches on Nuke, so NIP gonna be dangerous. Freiburg now, hoping someone's gonna walk into his crosshair. It's Lekro to open things up with the scout.
Yeah, clean headshot, taking down S-Tag. They do have some upgraded armor and pistols on that Heroic side, which is quite natural since they did not get the bomb plant down, so no real surprises yet. Some of the games yesterday were just force-up upon force-up, so we'll see if it's going to be a bit more back to standard now, or if we're going to continue the madness.
Right through the smoke. This is a bit of a duel outside. Heroics, this is some nice patience allowing the scout to go for a pick. Trying to tag some players for the Deagles to have an early cleanup, but equally NIP is countering it so well, using very tough angles. Lekro pulls out the pistol. Not committed. He's only at 24, and Get Right. All the meanwhile, the lurker. No one watching for this, and that shotgun is coming into play from behind, and Get Right's going to be able to get a second.
Tell you what, Moses, if I was going to go for a sneak ninja play, you know, silent creeping around, I don't know if I'd bring the auto shotgun. It doesn't stay, you know.
Yeah, you don't stay hidden for long, do you? But at the same time, I mean, you know, when you hear that noise behind you rather than in front of you, that's got to be, you know, it's a brown pants moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Second round for NIP. They were quite careful not to overduel Heroic out there. Like they really kept it safe. Smart play.
You gotta, oh, great utility work in Lekro. He's got out in the open. He's gotta fight this. He gets both kills. He can fall away now. He's in a lot of pressure, but Forrest is here as well, and nobody falls. Lekro goes low, but NIP shuts it down outside. 3-0 very quickly, and now the AK is gonna come out for Heroic.
Yeah, job well done for NIP. Not losing anybody in that round, and only 3 kills right now on the Heroic side, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty much early on. AWP picked up from Rez, and Get Right sticks with the auto shotgun, which is not a big surprise either. We'll see what Heroic can do here on the T side once they have rifles. So many cool strats we've seen lately. Some of those A rushes have been really impressive. Maybe Heroic can find a way to duplicate some of that. So far, Freiburg is the one lurking outside, and they've got the whole wall up, so he can easily make it down if he wants to.
Yeah, Dennis is down there on the stairs waiting at old Freiburg. He's not going to be going anywhere. Too low of HP now. He's got to sit out of the fight. He kind of gets turned into a very passive, maybe a flank watcher, maybe a lurker, but he cannot be on the front lines. Lekro again dinks up Mertz, finishes him off as well. Trying to cross when the smoke wall disappears. And that's what you get.
What an angle that is from Lekro. He's looking through the railing and the stairs. Very hard to spot, although S-Tag not having any problems with it. Forrest is going to be taking down Modi. It's still a 3-on-4 here, and they're dropping quite low. Rez will take down Asilian, and I think that's probably going to be the round here. NIP just need to play it smart now. Time. Oh my god. That looked like it was about to go straight through the wall, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, Freiburg's going to go down no matter what. There's Dennis popping up at the right moment. S-Tag, that one kill, the only kill in the round. They know he's outside. They know he was in the warehouse. All they can really hope to do is take guns away. But NIP playing it smart in this situation. No one moving. Everyone just watching angles. They have the bomb down back towards the T entrance, and now they have a better idea of where he is, and Dennis closes it down. This is scary. I don't know if it's because Freiburg got brought so low so quickly, but that's stalled out. And I mean, listen, you can't run the gauntlet outside. There's so much emphasis on that from the defense every single round that, you know, if you try and cross that with no smokes, you're just going to lose too much, whether it's HP, whether it's players in general.
Yeah, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right, Moses? And maybe the plan was for Freiburg to go down secret stairs, but you're right, when he's on 9 health, he might be like, I'm not really going to make it through this hallway, guys. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe it was him to get down and do something on his own solo to kind of cause, you know, distraction or wreak havoc in the defense. Look at the utility now coming through, and again, it's only one player. It's only Freiburg. Does it better this time, and Dennis, that Molotov, going to hold him off, and he's going to get a new angle.
The perfect kind of start for NIP in front of the home crowd. Dennis, smoke is just perfect. You see them going back and forth on the other side, and Get Right. Oh, if they come back here, he's going to chew them up. This auto shotgun. This is not a corner you check. You maybe are ready for him to be in hut. It's very hard to see this coming, and he actually gets the kill on Modi straight away. Did take a little bit of damage from the CZ-75, so might just want to fall back and play it safe. They're going to catch him. It's not bad at all. Forrest still hitting headshots. A little bit of spray will eventually get himself killed, but it's just fine. Losing 2 people is acceptable for NIP in a round like this. They're still building money. Let's see what Heroic can do. I I haven't seen anything out of them yet that makes me think they're ready to sort of take control back of this game.
No, and the tough part is they haven't really done a great job of even getting kills in some of these rounds. So NIP has a great bank as well. If you're a Heroic, you got to win 2 or 3 in a row before you're going to have the reprieve of a save round or a half buy. I think this might slow down. You might try and allow Mertz with the AWP to get something. Ascillion, yeah, that trying to spam through the smoke. Actually, it's quick. And oh, how did he get that? Switches out to the AK, builds upon it. It's Electro to save him. And they keep pushing the envelope, and it's not working.
An absolutely illegal brand of Counter-Strike coming out from Forest. Why is he jumping and still hitting headshots? Rez will take down Modi, and now it's all on Mertz. They've got to be wondering. He was so quick around the corner. He was just jumping and flying into Mini. And somehow that did not work. I don't think I've seen that very often.
Sideswiped him, didn't he?
I mean, outrageous.
Unreal. 5-0. It's about to be 6-0. And again, this is, I mean, I thought they were going to slow it down. They finally got Mertz on the AWP. He did find 1 kill, but it's in a 1 versus 5. I don't even know if he'll be able to get 2. He's gonna have to overextend himself to chase it down. But Heroic, I mean, when they're going fast like this, they're just losing so much so quick. And Forrest, a little bit of luck that round, but just in general in this game, starting from the pistol, he's been on point.
Don't laugh. It's not funny, Forrest. You're not. You stop this. Look at this madness. He's completely occupied, flying around. Oh my.
Aztag just threw his mouse off the table.
Yeah, they've got. Are they surrendering already? They've got their hands up. What's going on here?
What is this? I mean, they think something's funny.
All right, a little bit of a team moment. Trying to get everyone back in line. Might be an internal meme, maybe.
Maybe like a little bit of an inside joke.
Those are good. If they can anything to keep your spirits high, it's only the first 6 rounds of a best of 3. So you know you really don't want to lose your hope just yet. And they're playing T side of Nuke, and they've only had like what 2 rifle rounds, and they've been shut down. So there are lots of ways that you can rationalize this and say, okay, let's try and find a way back. We just need a couple of good openings in the next round, and maybe we'll be all right. It's obviously a great beginning here for NIP. Wall going down. Oh. I mean, Peppered on the other side, aren't they? They're not even close to making it past. How is he getting headshots? I want to know Forrest's headshot ratio at this point. I feel like all of his kills nearly are just all headshots.
It's so nasty, isn't it? I mean, look at all the damage they've taken just trying to go through that smoke wall. Two deaths, 2 players down to below 40 HP. So this has been happening time and time again. Part of the reason why they haven't really had any success in those gun rounds is even when they have the rifles, crossing is just way too costly. Now everyone gets to be patient on the NIP side. Starting to feel like one of those games for Forrest, right? And if you're Heroic and you start to get that feeling as well, mentally you just sort of shut down.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously he is a legend, but everyone's tried to play against Forrest at some point when he has one of these games, and he is kind of scary when he gets in that move. It's almost well handled by Dennis. Could have definitely had both of them, but it doesn't really matter. And losing 1 or 2 rifles here and there. And IP just don't care about that kind of thing right now. They've got plenty of money. Forrest is 12-2.
Yeah, he's having himself a day and a half right now. You might be wondering why he doesn't get the plant down. They have the full losing bonus, and they have about $1,700 to $2,000 already built up. So in his head, he's saying, "Oh, there's the boy.
Yeah,
there's our lad."
Heaton himself.
I played against Heaton once back in the day.
How did that work out for you?
It was just a practice game. It still didn't go well.
Still didn't go well. I've said this before, and as much as I love Emil, I think someone should remember as well Potty, just as the other legend.
Yeah, Potty's the one that's always been hidden in the shadows, but definitely the founders of this NIP organization and the guys who really put it on the map way back when, and then revived it just one more time. And here they are playing on the biggest stages. Get right. Right outside the hut. Forrest already dropping down. They have the smoke walls outside Heroic, but they didn't cross, so that's probably why you see no health removed from those bars on the right side of the screen. Most players in lobby, this feels like it's just going to be a timing hit on the upper bomb site, and I mean, why not go for it? Nothing else has worked.
But who's going to be the player to step up here for Heroic? Somebody has to crack open that bomb site, roll into it. They need somebody to actually be the tip of that spear, because right now they're all falling very flat, and you can see them also just sort of shuffling about. There's no like clear decision making going on right now. So need the entry. 50 seconds, and they are waiting for it. You might be right on the timing hit. Indeed, pretty much all stacked up here. Freiburg might have made a little bit of noise outside just to make whoever is in mini turn around, but they've already lost Muddy, and that's Dennis taking the initiative away from them. S-Tag with one good return, taking down Get Right, but Dennis, he's right in between. This is going to be such a surprise, and he still loses the fight to Silly, and probably should have gone down then. Now, a 4-on-3, a big chance for Heroic Mertz, picking up Rez. The bomb is dropped for a minute. Lekro getting a big double kill, and almost got the last one in there, but now Forrest coming in from behind, and it's a one-on-one. Forrest versus Cillian. You don't want to be against Forrest in this kind of situation with 18 seconds now, and Forrest is ready. Oh, he gets shot down, crouching right underneath. And that's the first round on the board for Heroic.
Forrest did not expect that peek whatsoever, but also did not move his position. And I'm not sure why he's trying to shout over towards NIP. I think they're in soundproof booths. He's still trying to talk trash. So, I mean, you got to admire it in one level. That is
just maybe it's just for his own team, sake.
Yeah, that is a great peek from Vasilian, just sliding out underneath the crosshair. Forrest expecting a little bit more of a heads-up duel. Regardless, the only one player surviving. Yes, they're on the board. First one's the hardest. Plenty of money still on the NAP side, so this is going to be difficult. That round very easily with that aggression from Get Right and Dennis could have gone the other way. Forrest 14-3. Smoke wall outside. It looks like Heroic is kind of getting the idea. They're waiting. Once they throw that smoke wall, they know NIP's been tossing out utility and spamming it. They're waiting for that information. Forrest is going to get away as well. Free kill.
Oh, that grenade. No, they just get back around the corner. That's at least something. Lekro completely ready for that. He might have heard the jump down from Vasilian there. So 3-on-5, and now NIP, it looks like Dennis actually wants to go and peek the stairs. He doesn't have to, but obviously if he does and wins the fight, then that's probably the round done with.
There's no reason to be aggressive if you're Dennis, though. I mean, you already have a 2-man advantage. Don't give any kind of kills in return. And for Heroic, after you win this round and you're facing a reset, you need to do a better job of making sure that at contact you're trading those kills. Forrest gets away with a wide peek from Mini, and then Lekro just has a one-on-one fight with Astillion falling down. So no real advantages for anyone in Heroic in those situations. Having a really tough time finding solid opening battles.
Absolutely. I think Modi right now is on 1 kill and Freiburg's at 0 and 8. So just, again, in the kill department, there's something lacking here. But even if it's not those guys, just for somebody to make an entry outside, just walk out there with the AK and shoot someone in the face. They need that right now. Doesn't have to be super elaborate. Modi hoping to open up the bomb site. That's a beautiful shot indeed. Taking down Rez and looking for a follow-up, but he couldn't get the AK out in time, and he's going to go down to Dennis, who's lurking around. 8 seconds now, trying to get the bomb planted, at least to get a little bit of money. That'll happen, but now Mertz is alone, and he knows someone's coming from behind as well. Great flick. Knocking it out. Mertz getting one more shot, but they are on it defusing. He's going to have to try and take a shot through the smoke, otherwise not going to work out, and he doesn't get the opportunity. Some beautiful shots being hit by Rez, by Mertz, but it's still not enough.
No, that's a lot to ask for. 1 versus 4, and you have to take the risk. You're hoping he got off the bomb plant, or the bomb defuse, excuse me. Doesn't happen. NIP just too many players in that retake to be able to have confidence to stick that. Even Freiburg, just the heroic effort of getting the bomb down in the smoke, but you can't do anything. That is a beautiful, beautiful flick on a Forrest and the follow-up as well. He was ready for that exact angle. Blinded afterward, which slows things down, and then we're going to get another tactical pause from Heroic. But NIP kicking things off with a bang.
Yeah, I think Astillion was just telling Mertz, saying, what you just did that round, that's what we need.
Yeah. Same with Madi. Remember, Madi had that great shot under Rez as the opening. He only has 2 kills, but they're going to need more of that. That rifle work, those fine, clean rifle headshots to open things up. They've been missing that, as you mentioned, in the fragging department. Freiburg still on 0. Madi at 2. S-Tag and Astillion at 4. It's Mertz leading the way with only 6.
Yeah, I really feel like Heroic are playing slightly timid Counter-Strike. That's what you really can't afford to do when you're in a quarterfinals. Really got to somehow shake that feeling away. The attempt to blow up the door there is good. That's what you want, right? You need more of that.
I feel like they're timid because the strategies they want to run that I'm assuming would have worked in practice are getting shut down by NAP. They haven't been able to establish anything outside. And, you know, the amount of times that we've all seen Nuke, talked about it so many times on the desk. If you can't establish any presence or any success outside on Nuke as a terrorist, this game is just this map is just going to get so much harder.
Definitely is. I think we see the effect of it here. Get right. The flashbang landing right behind him. He's ready and waiting for them. They're all on the other side. If he keeps this, it'll be very dangerous. CSET 75, even that could be good. Rez will go down to Mertz. Finally, there's an opening. And now Lekro, can he rotate in to do anything? Good headshot on one. Trying to follow it up, and Asilian will take him down. Still, that's a lot of damage put into Modi and Asilian. Down here on the low ground, ready and waiting was Get Right. And then Dennis inside of the smoke. Now Freiburg goes down again. It's 2-1-3. And Dennis can't stop the bomb from going down. This is great. Asilian with the triple.
And that one pick and ramp room opened the floodgates for 16-4. Does anyone doubt that he can do this? Going to move in off to his right, but he's got 2 low HP players. Doesn't even need those headshots we've seen from him all game so far. Can he find this first kill onto Modi? Does he realize it's an AWP holding the angle? S-Tag right at the doors, ready to open it up. And I think he might not be going for this. The bomb timer is getting low, and he might just be waiting for some exit kills, and now he's going to pounce. Is he going to be prepared for S-Tag on the other side? There's the opening. The first kill goes for more, and actually they're just going to give it up as well. He wanted that timing to get one more frag. It's not going to happen. A decent attempt from Forrest to find whatever he can, keeping the money as low as possible.
Yeah, if he could have got Modi as well, or if the bomb had got him, he was on full health. That would have been very annoying to Heroic. They pick up a second round, and it's not done yet. There's really still time for them to come back. Look at the money for NIP. They have almost nothing left in the bank buying into this round, so there's a chance. If they win this one, they can bounce from 2 to 4 rounds, unless NIP go for a crazy force-up. There is a path back into this game right now, but no more mistakes now for Heroic. If they mess up even once now, I think that this first map might just be washed away from them almost.
Playing so passively, S-Tag and Mertz are back in T-spawn at the truck, lining up smokes for outside. There they are, you can see them. Freiburg, far back, but I think he's going to be the one out there. Again, this seems to be a play towards that upper bomb site, but a lot of attention is going to be drawn away. Forrest is turned in mini, Lekro's looking outside, Dennis on the stairs. It's Get Right alone in the upper bomb site and Rez alone in ramp room. So they've done a good job, Heroic, of isolating 2 of these defenders. Now they need to exploit it, and they need to do it quickly before the rotations come back.
I think they just smoked up heaven, yeah. Asilian is smoking up heaven from the silo, so they're sort of pretending that something inside might be happening, but instead it's going to be the ramp rush, and Rez is in a horrible position. Shocked that he gets a kill. That's an almost one-and-done position no matter what. There's no coverage there. He can't get back into safety, and they're going to be rushing down. NIP there in time, and Dennis taking down S-Tag. That's such an annoying kill. You wanted that momentum to continue until the bomb plant is actually done. Now they're just getting completely shut down. Forrest and Get Right, both in the window room. And Asilian wanted to go over this flank after the bomb plant, right? Still an incredible effort here to get those 2 kills. I just feel like it's too late.
Not sure why Get Right took that fight with the shotgun. Low percentage there. And yeah, Asilian with a small chance. Forrest and Lekro still up. Playing together as well. Lekro's up in the upper bomb site, now coming down the vents. Forrest is just waiting for any indication. He's watching these windows. He could get this kill right here. Asilian time running out anyways. And Forrest should be able to clean this one up. 22 HP. Asilian trying. He's doing his best to die. And Forrest will oblige him. Good shutdown once Heroic got lower. I think that positioning from Lekro that you mentioned, yeah, that is one and done, but part of it is unfortunate as he's kind of wheeling around ramp room. He just barely misses. He sees the AWP, he throws out the Molotov, doesn't realize they missed it, and didn't realize that they were actually attacking that ferociously. So just gets caught out in the open. It's one of the reasons why ramp room is such an annoying spot to play.
Yeah. It really is.
It's another one of those spots like B Mirage where you can just just if you miss the timing of the information, you're just ruined.
Yeah, you end up doing nothing for most of the game, and then the other half of the game, you're retaking a lost bomb site, like a lost A bomb site, and you're in a 1-on-3 or 2-on-3 or something. Yeah, it can be a little bit rough. Heroic have 2 rounds, but they're not even back-to-back, which means their economy is really broken. I don't even really blame them for forcing this one up. I know it's a big risk, but I kind of feel like...
Yeah, you have to feel if you're Heroic, like you've done a good enough job at keeping the economy low that your only way back into this is resetting NIP at some point. And the fact that you have to feel like it's close at hand is just, we have to go for it here. 12th round of this opening half, NIP dominant. Forrest leading the way, 19-4 on him. Lekro chiming in as well with 12 kills. And Heroic, I guess they feel, I mean, one of the rounds they won was getting that pick on Rez and ramp room and then dropping down. So I guess they feel like this is the weak spot because they've gotten into that bomb site a couple times. Haven't always had success once they get there, but at least this is where they've had the most success opening things up.
Yep. Rez is playing in a much more safe position right now, just wants to peek. Very dangerous sticking around. They're actually not going to go for it. That's really interesting. They smoke him off, so he's lacking a bit of information now. Get right up here. Ready and waiting with the auto shotgun as they come underneath. Look at how easy it is. Just jumping down. That's a big double kill. Taking down S-Tag and Modi. Such a powerful weapon when you're in that position. 10-2, and the force up for Heroic. It doesn't work out, and they're completely out of money now. This is an amazing first half for NIP right now.
That was a desperate change of direction. I think I would have liked to have seen Heroic actually go try and get that kill onto Rez. Try and hunt him down, because if you don't get that frag, no one's really going to rotate. That smoke they used in ramp room as well was the only smoke they had for the round, so it had to be quick from there. 10-2, they were just trying to deny information and hoping instead of the kill that would cause the rotation. Obviously didn't work as well as they wanted. Dennis with an opening kill. Forrest ready to protect from below, and Dennis, I think he's going to see this as a turkey shoot. He just wants to go for more. And Forrest is the one showing off his deathmatch kills, as he has been most of this half.
Yeah, he's really just having a great time, isn't he? 22-5, and we're not even at the end of the half. What is this madness?
You could tell in Bisteron that he was real focused, real engaged. He actually wanted to be involved in the action, and that's what you really want to see out of Forrest. Especially in such a critical position, right? He's playing in connector, so he can fight if they go up, or he can fight if they go outside, obviously, and he can even drop down if that's what he feels is necessary. So, you know, he's in a role on this map on the defensive side where he can get involved in 3 or 4 different attacks that Heroic throws at him.
Necro right at the corner. Easy kill on Freiburg. No flashbangs to set it up, and he's going to continue the streak. A quick triple, picking up the AK-47. Wants to go for the quad. He's going to take down S-Tag. That's so beautiful from Necro, and there's no grenades to stop him. He can just continue even with a different rifle.
He didn't even lose a point of health. No one shot at him.
They just weren't ready. They probably
look at this 1 by 1. Why is that second kill? It needs to be way more hardcore and trying to trade that and trying to turn the corner with, and that needs to be much quicker. The spacing on this attack from Heroic was just poor, and that's what's going to allow Lekro to have such a nice highlight. Flawless victory for him. More damage from utility from NIP as those smokes go up outside, and again the pain just continues for Heroic. They've never been able to establish anything outside. Poor Freiburg.
Even with the wall, they don't actually make it anywhere. At least there's a good refrag there. Lekro being downed by Mertz, but yeah, they are having a very hard time right now.
I think if you're a fan of Swedish Counter-Strike, it's one of those things where you say, I hope Freiburg drops 30 kills and NIP wins, and that's not exactly close to happening.
He's a little bit away.
Yeah,
about 29 kills away from that happening.
Oh, Dennis repositioning with the AWP, and he's communicated that Heroic have gained some ground, that they can get up towards Heaven. Gonna play it passively, but, I mean, NIP has control of the rest of the map. Get Right's pushed up all the way, wrapping around by T-Spawn at the moment. Forrest is below, watching for Secret. Rez and Dennis are kind of doubled up to watch under Heaven.
I mean, Heroic have Modi too. He's Swedish. We've got like 40% Swedish on that side.
Ooh.
It's got a lot to cheer for here for the home crowd is what I'm saying. But right now, betting it's all NIP that they're worried about. Okay, no scope on Get Right. That's interesting. It doesn't really work out anyway, but that's a long range to be hitting that kind of shot. 15 seconds, and that is the real problem right now for Heroic. Even if they have Mertz up here, which can sometimes be a good thing, you can get that high ground advantage. They're still going to have a lot of trouble holding on to the site. One jumping down is a good slide with the last couple of seconds. He's going to get the bomb plant through. Now, can they actually do anything to hold on here? UMP and AK-47. Just a quick use of Molotovs to check out one of the corners here. The last chance for Heroic to get another round on the board before the half's turn. Sicilian down there, good positioning from Mertz. Gonna get the kill, jumping right down. That's so bold, and it's not gonna work out. Rez will take a triple. NIP will take 13-2. What a ridiculous scoreline.
That is a brilliant half from them. Helps out very much that Heroic didn't seem to have anything in the tank. We're gonna go to Stunna for some halftime insight.
Let me give you a little bit of insight here, Jason. This is a Heroic map pick, and quite frankly, it's not going their way right now, is it? This place is packed. Coming in, New Sweden. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Heroic map pick, but it looks like Ninjas and Pyjamas have a new phone plan because they are dialed in right now. Let's see what the second pistol holds, and perhaps Heroic can turn this one around.
Dialed in.
dead on perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Get a little bit of showmanship in there is Stunna. 13-2 for NIP. Anders, is this going to be a comeback?
It's definitely not going to be a comeback. This is all NIP all the way. I have no idea how Heroic can turn this game around. I just feel like they had a different expectation about how this is going to start out, and probably throughout the first 5 or 6 rounds, you saw them sort of like, you know, they had their hands up. They were sort of like memeing a little bit inside of the booth and everything. I think they've sort of tried to keep it afloat, like keep the team morale up and running. Yeah. But at some point, it just doesn't work anymore, and the reality sort of sets in, and I don't really know. It's possible to jumpstart a team, but then you need like someone to get an ace, and you need like ridiculous, you know, defuse. You need something to get the team hyped up again. Otherwise, it's not going to be working out. Dennis challenging out in the yard with the P250, and again, NIP should have a lot of resources playing these pistol rounds between just Dennis and Forrest even.
Just the one flashbang on Lecro. Yeah, Forrest is P250'd up as well. That's a scary pair of players to be coming outside, and you know the strategy. You could just tell from NIP. They're just like, listen, the 3 of us are going to hold inner. You guys go outside and find a duel and just more than likely win it. This is a cool stack, though.
Yeah, kind of an old school strategy, actually. Normally, even in save rounds, we've seen it sometimes where people have like a whole lineup, all at the same angle, but different heights. Oh, well, there's Forrest taking the face right off of Freiburg. S-Tag and Mertz with great returns. Looking good. Astillion will take down Lecro. This is kind of working out right now, but Heroic, they're all coming up from the high ground. They're being funneled in. They're walking right in. Get right in, Rez. Holding it. They needed different angles. S-Tag jumping back to the low ground and see if he can do anything here to stop this round from going to NIP, and it does not look likely. He's trapped back here. He gets a headshot and trying to get the jump info. See if he can find Rez on the other side, and he's going to somehow get it. A triple for S-Tag, saving Heroic from what would have otherwise been a lost map immediately.
That's a tough 2v1 for NIP to lose. I mean, they actually played that pretty well. Close players staying close up, allowing Get Right to cover, but I mean, that's a beautiful shot. Last bullet in the chamber as well, and then he's just able to clean it out. Rez, if you get aggressive in that position, it neutralizes Get Right. It gives the other player the one-on-one that he wants. And then it puts Get Right in a really tough spot with the bomb down, drop behind the silo. Regardless, some beautiful shots coming out in that round. 15-3, and we have investment. NIP not letting it go. Deagles are out. CZ as well. No real utility. One smoke on Rez. Could be a scout battle outside.
Yeah, it looks like Rez kind of wants to take that fight. Unfortunately, Mertz on the other side just fell back. Bit scary as they nearly lined up for that scout to do some work. They're just challenging this out here, and if nothing else, they're being allowed some space to get down in those hallways, which is always annoying when you're on the defensive side. You've got to find a way to make up for the loss of map control there.
They've gained a lot, NIP. Question becomes, who's going to be watching lower? Madi and Astillion coming down ramp room right now. Those are the only 2. Those are the numbers that have been called to go guard this. SMGs, they could get caught out in the open.
The bomb is miles away, though. So even if they won this fight in NIP, they'd have to sort of go and look for the bomb elsewhere. Madi getting caught just as it comes in. Dennis somehow winning both those fights. Deagle versus SMG, and still comes out on top. Lecro taking down Freiburg. This is completely evaporating. It's a good wall bang for S-Tag, but I'm still not sure it's going to really make a big difference here. 2-on-3. That bomb, though. Yeah. I thought someone surely must have gone back and picked it up. This is very weird.
Lecro was at door. I thought it would be his job, and there's no time anymore. They have to get the kills, and it's just not going to happen. 20 seconds. I don't even know if Dennis and Forrest can die in time, even if they wanted to. Oh, that's a great kill. Obviously, the one saving grace that there might be, Heroic doesn't realize that the bomb has been dropped so far away.
I don't think they can make it.
I think he's just barely going to have it. I think he's going to be able to drop that. Oh, my lord. He's got to cover him. There's the drop from Mertz, and Forrest is going to get it. NIP, they get away with one. They pull a fast one on Heroic there.
That's half a second from not working. If he bumps into a corner somewhere, makes the wrong jump.
Let's not say it's not working, because that implies that it was designed in this fashion, you know?
Right. You don't think they plan the round down to the milliseconds?
To forget about the bomb until 20 seconds left in the round?
They have a little stopwatch in there, and they say, all right, now, 300 milliseconds, we're good to go.
Like the Statue of Liberty football play?
Exactly.
Oh, missed shot. 14-3 now, and that's the thing. Like, as you mentioned, you can fire up a team, whether it's a clutch, you know, whether it's a big win, like a big round from the player, and much like that 1v2 probably did fire up Heroic and say, all right, CT side Nuke, we can grind this back. Oh, Jesus.
My God. That is so unbelievably quick. I'm not even sure slow motion could do it justice. Friberg down in the hallways. This is so one-sided in favor of NIP right now. Friberg trying his best, and he's going to be taking down Rez. I think any kill, that's the second kill for Friberg in the game, I believe.
Yeah.
So anything that he can get, even just in terms of getting ready for map number 2, you just want to be feeling a slight bit better, right? You don't want to be punishing yourself too badly, worrying about this map number 1. The bomb weirdly dropped. Actually rolls forward into the door.
Ooh, that's an awkward peek. Luck we're not prepared for it. Nade's going to come out. He's fortunate, but actually Asilian peeks right back into him. It's all on Forest, so Heroic going to return the favor. Trading rounds back and forth, unless Forest does something crazy. There's the first headshot. Can't follow it up on Asilian. Can't recover in time. I don't even want to criticize Friberg too much for only having 2 kills, because in that first half where he was 1 in 15, he was the guy trying to cross outside, right?
Yeah.
And how many times did we see like Forrest or Electro just like spraying through that smoke and just find a headshot? Or just, you know, every bullet hits Friberg. Just one of those games.
It is the path that Friberg has chosen, or it's been chosen for him in his Counter-Strike career, isn't it?
Yes.
His whole career on NIP was as entry fragger, just being sent in first. Go check what's on the other side, Friberg. Oh, it's death. Great.
Yeah. Found out, guys. There we go. Heroic desperately need to hold on to it. Need to go on a big run here. Close this gap a little bit if they want any chance. 1 AK on Forest, and why not? He's obviously the hot hand. NIP through the smoke wall, got Dennis downstairs, and now they're rotating back. So trying to exploit some of those rotations.
I mean, last time Dennis was here, he got all the way into the window room before he found anyone. So if you can do that again and the rest can come through ramp, then if the ramp player falls back, Dennis could maybe catch him and shoot him in the back. I mean, it's worth a try. Instead, it looks like Dennis is going to try and bounce out. 2 good kills happening. S-Tag and Asilian immediately going down. That was one hell of an entry kill from Rez. And now Dennis finding Friberg. No idea that someone was going to be down there. And Mertz and Modi, I mean, how are they losing this round?
I have no idea, but again, I'm just feeling for Friberg at the moment. He's downstairs, Dennis is lurking around him, and he's doing his job. His teammates an up or die, and as soon as he looks away, Dennis comes in for the flank to dispatch him, so not even a chance. But that can't happen. Just walking out of hut, walking out a door, Deagle headshot, CZ follow-up as well. No kills for the Heroic defense. 2 players in that upper bomb site. And NIP on the verge of a win. Scout again on Mertz. The Deagles, the upgraded pistol is going to come out for Heroic, but they're not putting up much of a fight at the moment.
It's great to see NIP on this kind of a level in the quarterfinals. You want them to continue. You really want them to keep playing like this. Very encouraging and inspiring. Gerrit getting legged slightly by Modi, but he has to fall back fairly quickly. The whole NIP team is on the other side, and they're making their jump down. Quick rotation happening from Heroic. They might have a lot of people here in time, but the Modi goes down. That's a problem. He was going to have to buy another 2 or 3 seconds, and just didn't have the chance to do it. And this just might be the map right here. That's a lot of grenades.
That seems unnecessary. 3 Molotovs to the same spot. Looks like NIP loosening up the comms and communication. With the impending victory. Nice kill from Lekro, and this is going to be it. There's just nothing for Heroic to fight with. There's the CZ. There's no kits. And NIP, they should take this first map.
Yeah, there's really almost no chance here. 3-on-3, trying to see if they can get the retake and continue. Although, would you really want to continue the pain much longer, Moses? I feel like it might just be time to end it. That defuse milling way too long, and Gerrit gonna hit the final kill. 16-4 in favor of NIP on map number 1 of the quarterfinals against Heroic. What an epic spanking.
Yeah, that is the spanking of all spankings. That is king spanking. 16-4 NIP. That's a bit of a statement win for them in this series.
Yeah.
I feel.
You don't even get the enemy team any chance to recover. Like, they can't even take a moment to breathe. You just win the map, and they have to be ready for map number 2 any second. This is
welcome back, Friberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? He posted that Grim Reaper meme Friberg did last night.
Yeah, that might have backfired.
Yeah, that didn't go well. It's not going to age well.
might backfire a little bit.
Poor Freiberg. Tough game for him. Tough game for Madi as well. The Swedes on Heroic having a really, really bad time. What's next? It's going to be Overpass, so stay tuned. We're going to see if Heroic can bounce back, and they have a lot of firepower, so we'll be right back.